What is up, guys? It is Enoch here to smack you with some more content. So, today I will be telling you about my routine. And I didn't always have a routine, and it's hard to even know how much it helps until you actually get in one. So, I started slowly carving away at a routine that was really good for me. And so, what I would do, how I started this was I would at least try to get to bed at the same time every day. That was how I started. And then, as I got better at that, I would wake up at the same time every day. And I would make sure I'd wake up a little bit early. Since 8 o'clock is pretty early to go to bed, you can get away with waking up at 4 p.m. and having plenty of sleep. Now I'm going to break down some of the steps that I would take to stack wins when I woke up. So if you wake up early, you don't want to stack losses. And the first decision that you make when you wake up is actually whether or not you're going to stay awake. So your alarm goes off, and man, you're so tired. You start thinking, this is so nice in here. I don't know. I could probably sleep for another hour. That's your first decision of the day. Well, you already lost the day. The day's over. That was your first decision, and you screwed it up. So, what you need to do, make it second nature. As soon as that alarm hits, you jump out of bed, you throw your sheets across your bed, like you're gonna fix your bed. You need to make sure, when you wake up, turn off your alarm, fix your bed. It's the first thing you do. Once your bed is fixed, well, that's your second win, because first you made a decision to wake up when your alarm clock went off, and now you're fixing your bed. Next thing that I do is I get some water. It's really good to stay hydrated, and going 8 hours of sleep without any water will get you pretty dehydrated. So we always want to make sure to get some water right after we wake up. Next thing I would do is I would read my Bible. Now, the Bible is something really good to read at the beginning of the day because it'll set a standard. And there's nothing like the Bible, and it sets out that wisdom that you need to succeed. Then the next thing I would do is I would gratitude journal. So every single thing that I've talked about, it's just built up even more. It just stacks all those wins, tons of wins already. And it's only been about 10 minutes since I woke up. So I would gratitude journal. I'd write down about 5 things that I'm thankful for and that we take for granted every single day. It's good to focus on this kind of stuff. It's good to focus on what you're grateful for, because if you don't focus on that, your mind is automatically going to start thinking of things that you're not grateful for. Like, you might feel bad that day. But guess what? You woke up. Some people never even get to wake up in the morning. So be grateful for that alone. And if you can find other things, be grateful for those. Even better. The next thing I would do is I would work out. It really wasn't a long workout. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. Just something to get my heart rate up and get me ready for the day. And also something that will break down my muscles so they'll grow back. And then the last thing that I try to get in every single morning is I want to use my brain. So by the end of the morning, the last part, I would watch content. I would watch educational content, like how to get better at sales, how to get better at talking to people, how to get better at treating people well, what you need to do to make the sale, things like that. And so we worked your spiritual, and we worked your physical in the workout, and we worked the mental. We've hit physical, spiritual, and mental already. And we haven't even left the house. We've maybe been awake for 2 hours. Man, if you just do that every single morning, you're gonna kill your day. That's all you really need. So once I do that, I do a couple other things because I'm not too busy right now. But it's important to push yourself for the rest of the day. You've already achieved so much in the morning, and you have all this confidence, all this motivation because you just destroyed your morning. Who do you know that's doing all that? Who? Let me tell you all a little story. So, I went to a work conference the other day, and it was at a hotel. This hotel's 12 stories high, so there's probably tons of people staying in there. Hundreds, probably probably close to 1,000 people standing there. I don't know. Maybe less than that. I don't want to exaggerate, but it was 12 stories tall, so there's a lot of people in there. It can hold a lot of people. So, I go to sleep about 10 because I had to grab supper, and it was already about 8:30 when I got out. And so, I grabbed supper. That took a little while. The line was slow. Talked to a couple people, then went back to my room, took a shower, and fell asleep about 10 o'clock. Well, I wake up at 5 and I go downstairs and I go to the gym. There is not a single person inside of the gym, and it's 5:30 a.m. 5:30 is really not that early. There's not a single person in that gym. Guess how everyone else felt when they got to the conference room the next day? They probably felt like crap. And they didn't realize it because that's how they live every single day of their life. But I didn't feel like crap. I felt like I was destroying my day. And I was ready to kick some butt. I was ready to go do some stuff. But not everyone's like that. And not everyone has that conviction to live their lives like that. So I want to challenge you guys. Live your life to a higher standard. You know you're capable of so much more than you're doing now. So set some goals. Set some goals that you might think are a little too high to achieve, but when you really do the math, you can easily achieve them if you have some type of consistency. So, can y'all do that for me? Let's set some goals, alright? Let's do it. Alright guys, that is it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.